Every graduate here has already done something difficult, something uncertain. You chose to start something without knowing, which already puts you ahead of most people who say you're going to start something next month. Honored graduates, proud Principal Linda, and faculty, family and friends, and the privilege it is to be here celebrating this group of graduates. Yes, tonight is about your graduation, but more than that, it is about the decision that got you here. When you first enrolled at elite college, you didn't know how it would turn out. You didn't know if you could balance your studies and everything else in your life. You didn't know if you would succeed, but you tried anyway. And that matters more than you realize. But over that time, I worked and been a partner in a small firm, medium-sized firm, a large firm, and now a boutique firm. 4 very different businesses, but one career. But what I remember most clearly is not the successes, it's the uncertainty. I remember early in my career being handed volumes of work that I felt was beyond my capacity to complete. I didn't feel that handling those volumes was possible. In fact, if I'm being completely honest, there were moments I was fairly confident that partners would have questioned their decisions to bring me on board. But I also knew that saying no would keep me exactly where I was. So I said yes to everything, and 40 plus years later, I continue to say yes, still not knowing how everything will get done. Unlike many of you, I figured it out as I went. That early experience taught me something I've carried with me ever since. We don't discover what we're capable of by staying comforted. We discover it by stepping into the unknown and living through it. That's exactly what you've done. Now as you begin your careers, you have something valuable. You can say you were trained at elite college. That matters. But very quickly, something else will matter more. How you will show up. People will ask themselves, can I rely on you? Do you care about the work? Do you make things better by being there? That is your reputation. That is your value. And you build it the same way that got you here tonight. By showing up, by trying, and by following through. You will face moments when you're unsure again. You will take on work that feels just beyond your reach. And times will fail. That's the problem. It's part of the process. If you never fail, it probably means you're not pushing yourself far enough. What matters is that you keep going, that you learn, and you improve, that you try again. So if there's one thing I hope you carry with you from tonight, it's this. Don't wait until you feel ready. You may never feel ready. Say yes to opportunities that stretch you. Put yourselves in situations where you have to grow. And trust that you will figure it out, because you already have. Today will always be that. When I interview people, I often ask about their biggest challenge, what it was, how they handled it, and what they learned. And I can tell you, getting up early is not the answer. I'm not just looking for successes. I'm looking for resilience, judgment, and growth. Those are the qualities that build strong careers. And those are the qualities you've already begun to develop. As you move forward, take a moment to understand each word in the big word. Think about how you contribute. Not just do a job or make things better. Some employers will ask you where you see yourself in 5 years. At your stage, a perfectly honest answer might be employed, and hopefully delivering the best version of myself that I can every day. And that's okay, because what matters is what you do day to day. Ask yourself every day, what value can I bring here today? If you keep asking that question and acting on it, you will stand out. You'll be elite. And one other way to think about it, which I am impressed with all the new lawyers working with me, is this. What can you do to make your clients, customers, patients, colleagues, experiences and their interactions with you positive and memorable? If you do that, you will not only be creating great experiences for others and making a difference that establishes your unique value, but there's a very good chance that you will create positive experiences for yourselves as well. I know Principal Linda cares deeply about each of you in your future, That's important as an internet, and I would be very happy to stay connected with any of you as you begin your career. So tonight, celebrate your graduation, but more importantly, celebrate the courage it took to begin and the persistence it took to finish. Take photos, enjoy the moment, and maybe give yourselves a little time before setting your next big goal, at least until tomorrow. Because that willingness to step into the unknown and keep going, that's what will carry you forward. Congratulations to all of you, and again, enjoy this well.